This is The Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral.com.
What's going on? Good evening, Tuscaloosa, Internet World, West Alabama. How we doing today on this beautiful Wednesday from SEC Media Days? It was a crazy day, Alabama Day, and we had a lot of fun covering it for you at Bama Central, Alabama Crimson Tide on SI, powered by Bama Central, as our site got our rebrand today. It was a lot of fun to see that. We had a lot of fun at SEC Media Days. So what we're going to do is just bring you the main highlight, my conversation with new Alabama head football coach Kalen DeBoer. Very, very, very gracious with his time, so I want to thank him for that time, and I want to just bring you basically that interview and tell you how we're going to present the rest of our SEC Media Day coverage. Before we do that, though, and before we hear from Coach DeBoer, I do need to tell you about Purple Turtle Roofing. They're the most reliable roofing replacement company, residential roofing replacement company in Alabama and Mississippi. Purple Turtle Roofing, whether it's addressing leaks, storm damage, or general wear and tear, Purple Turtle Roofing is going to be there to deliver exceptional roof repair for your property. Call Dustin Foley and his team today at 877-PT-ROOF-5 for a free roof inspection. That's 877-787-6635, or visit them online today at roofturtle.com. So I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to present our interview with head coach Kalen DeBoer, and then we're going to tell you how we're going to divide up the rest of the content that we got downstairs right here in the Omni Hotel. I'm here at SEC Media Days right here in Dallas with the new head football coach, Kalen DeBoer. Coach, thanks so much for your time. We're excited to see you. A lot's been made about the Alabama offense and really the excitement around the Alabama offense. How would you describe your schematic influence on the Alabama offense this season?
Yeah, it's our system. It always, the identity of it, the verbiage, the language, everything that it is our foundation is what we've built over many years. And so every team has its own tangents and turns and a different look to what it is going to be based on our personnel. But the flexibility of our offense allows us to do that. But we're going to try to show you something that you don't want to see from a defensive perspective about every play. And, we got to make sure first and foremost that our guys can play fast and execute.
Absolutely. Coach Saban was notably tight with his skill position rotations, obviously playing the guys that he trusted the most. How would you describe the rotations of your skill positions and how you might be able to utilize the depth that Alabama has?
Yeah, we do a lot with personnel groupings. Number one, to get the right guys on the field, you got to be careful with tendencies and things like that. But I think personnel groupings can also force you to get defenses in certain looks and things to where you can attack the areas of the field, run past that you want to. And so there's a rhyme and a reason for it, whether it be personnel related or schematic related.
It's your first year in the SEC, but Alabama has a lot of great road trips. What would you say is the road trip you're looking forward to the most?
Oh, man. The first one is Wisconsin. I know that we want to hear the SEC games, but that's the one
that
we got to be ready for. I grew up in the Midwest there, and I know what Wisconsin and that program's all about and what that environment's going to be like. And so we got to be ready for that one. So that's going to be a great environment. I'm excited for it.
I can't wait to get up there as well. I've heard all kinds of great things about it. On Monday, Coach Saban picked Texas and Georgia to be in the SEC championship. What was your reaction to that?
Well, I just found out last night. So, Coach should say the same thing, right? He would say that right now it doesn't really matter. What matters is what happens at the end of the year. And so I'm good being the program that has all the expectations, expects to be there, you got the target on your back. I'm good with all that when the predictions are out there. I'm also good being the one that's maybe a little bit lower ranked and down further. And, your whole goal during the season, fall camp, is to kind of go out there and prove people wrong. So right now, again, people got to make their predictions. They got to do that. But it's our job just to focus on what we can do and what we can control.
You've been in the job for 7 months. A lot's been made about Coach Saban and that office in Bryant Denny Stadium. What has his influence been like over these 7 months?
Well, I can't say enough about how he's just been available whenever it's needed. Early on, probably as many calls as he's probably gotten, from myself was in those first 3-4 weeks. And then, he's just been available to other members of my staff. And so he's just been great. I think our relationship will continue to just grow and grow as we continue to be around each other more. But I want him to always feel a part of it because he made this program and is a big part of what this program is and always will be. And so, just like an alum, I want these coaches that poured everything into it to feel a part of it. So he's just been so accessible whenever needed. I appreciate him a lot.
You've got three great leaders here in Dallas. What can you say about the influence that Jalen Milroe, Tyler Booker, and Malachi Moore have given you over these 7 months?
Well, these guys were three of the most steady guys from the beginning that we've had. When it came to the transition and myself coming in, these guys really were rock solid from the beginning and never wavered. I think they really rallied a lot of the other players around, maybe some of those that were on the fence, and just believed in this place, believed in each other and themselves. And, it's fun having these guys here today, really celebrating and, kind of being ambassadors for our program.
Coach DeBoer, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate you so much, and good luck the rest of the way today.
Thank you. Roll Tide.
Yes, sir.
That was our time with Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer, and I'm so thankful that we were able to get a few minutes, and I hope you guys enjoyed the few minutes that we were able to get. What we'll do the rest of the week is we're going to present the other interviews that we had, but we want to let Coach DeBoer stand alone. We talked to Tyler Booker for just a moment or two. We talked to Malachi Moore for a moment as well. But you'll hear interviews the rest of the week from Michael Bronner, WNSP in Mobile, from Nick Kelly, AL.com's newest Alabama beat writer, from Matt Moscona, ESPN 104.5 in Baton Rouge, from Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle, Ryan Chapman from Sooners on SI, Brooks Austin from Bulldogs on SI, and Emily Grace McWhorter from the Next Round Live. We still have another day to accumulate a little bit more conversation tomorrow morning down there in the Omni Hotel. So we really, really appreciate your time jumping in and joining us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, checking us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on Amazon as well. As we get out of here, we want to say special thanks to Derek Daniel. Derek Daniel, State Farm agent right there in Tuscaloosa. You can call him at 205-758-3391 for all your home, life, and auto insurance needs. We appreciate Derek Daniel for sponsoring the program. We appreciate Purple Turtle Roofing for sponsoring the program as well. And most importantly, we appreciate Kalen DeBoer for giving us a few moments of his time today. We will get out of here for the evening. We wanted to make that kind of stand alone and hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll bring you more content from SEC Media Days throughout the rest of the week and into next week as we are 45 days away from Alabama kicking it off against Western Kentucky. We'll be back for another episode of the Joe Gaither Show right here on BamaCentral, Alabama Crimson Tide on SI, powered by BamaCentral.